What's up everybody, it's JC back with another video, and today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. We're going to be going over the new items that have been added for Season 14 of League of Legends, as well as cover the items that have been removed from the game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it with the new items that have been added in. So I went ahead and created an item set here just to kind of go over. We're going to start with the AD items. So these four here are the new components that have been added in. We have the Retrix, which gives 20 attack damage and 4% movement speed. Tunneler, which is 15 AD and 250 health. We have Steel Sigil, 15 AD and 30 armor. That builds into more defensive items like your Guardian Angel now, as well as your Death Stance. Then we have the Brutalizer, which is 25 AD, 10 haste, and 8 lethality. We have the Zoomies, which is a assassin item with two passives on it, or two effects on it. Murder, after being out of combat with champions for 8 seconds, gain bonus lethality. This lethality lasts for 3 seconds after dealing damage to champions. And if a champion dies within 3 seconds of damaging them, gain 150 decaying movement speed. That's going to be really good for assassins. Probably going to be played more for like a Pyke. That could be really good after a Pyke ult. Let's see here. Voltaic Cyclosword is another new item. I guess 55 AD, 18 lethality, 15 ability haste with Galvanize, dashes, and stealth stack. Energized 75% faster, so that, you know, if you have a dash or you have stealth on your kit, you can get energized attacks faster. And then your Firmament passive is your energized attack deals 100 bonus physical damage, and if melee, it slows the enemies for 99% for 0.75 seconds. That's pretty good. And I'm sure that stuff, you know, gets increased as time goes on. Now this experimental hexplate, I'm not sure about this. I can't find if it's actually staying in the game or not, but we'll go over it anyways. So experimental hexplate, 55 AD, 20% attack speed, and 300 health. It has two passives or two effects as well. Hex charged, gain 30 haste for your ultimate, and overdrive after casting your ultimate, gain 35% attack speed and 15% bonus movement speed for 7 seconds. Then we have Terminus, which is offense and defense. So 40 AD, 30% attack speed with two effects. Shadow, which is attacks apply 30 magic damage, so similar to a Wit's End. And Juxtaposition, which is alternate between light and dark on hits each attack. So light attacks grant 3 armor and magic resist, and dark attacks grant 6% penetration, both armor and magic, up to 30%. So that's actually pretty neat. We'll see how that works out. Should be a pretty good item, especially for your AD carries. Now, for some reason, it's not letting me purchase this. I know it's coming to the game, but I'm just not sure. It's called Hubris. It gives you 60 AD, 18 lethality, 15 ability haste, and it has two effects as well. Ego, killing champions creates a statue of yourself. Just puts a statue out on the map, and then when a champion that you have damaged within the last 3 seconds dies, you gain 10 plus 1 per statue attack damage. So you kill someone and it puts a statue out, you get 11 AD added on for 60 seconds. So if you get like a triple kill, you're getting like 33, I believe. Yeah, it should be 33 AD for free, pretty much. So pretty neat item. That'll be good on like a Draven and on assassins in general. I know Draven's not an assassin, but it'd be fun to watch a Draven build that item. Then we have Sundered Sky. 55 AD, 300 health, 15 ability haste, and then the effect is Light Shield Strike. First attack against a champion crits for 150% and then heals for 66, plus 8% of missing health. And that's 66 is based off your base AD, so it'll change based on your base AD, obviously. Also, I'm not sure if that's staying in the game either, but I'm just going over it because it is in the PBE right now. And then we have the Profane Hydro, which again, I'm really not sure if this is staying in the game as well, but right now it's here, so we're gonna go over it. 60 AD, 18 lethality, 20 haste. It's cleave, so it's similar to your normal Hydra and your Hydra items. So attacks deal 26 physical damage, but that's based on your AD. and then you can activate it to deal to enemies as well, and it increases as an execute to enemies below 30% health. So that's all of the AD items. Again, there's a couple that could change or not be fully added in. We're still in the, you know, PBE portion of this, but that is the AD items. Should be pretty fun, should be pretty interesting to see. And again, we're gonna go through all the new items, and then we'll talk about some of the items that have been removed for season 14. So the new AP items, we have the Haunting Guise. This builds into Liandry's and Riftmaker. It is a new component item. And then for the items, this is a support item here, the Dawn Core. 40 AP, 20 ability haste, and 150% base mana regen. Has 2 effects, 3% heal and shield power, 5 ability power per 100% base mana regen. And then you also get summoner spell haste, which is actually pretty good for enchanters and just supports in general. Then we get into the AP items that are good for mages. So that's a big change this season, or at least this patch, is we're getting a lot of new mage changes. So that's awesome. We have Malignance. This gives 80 AP, 600 mana, and 20 ability haste. The effects are Chemical Enhancement, which gives you 20 haste for your ultimate, and Toxic Field, which gives, when you use your ultimate on someone, it burns the ground beneath them, dealing damage, and it reduces their magic resist. So that's a pretty interesting item. We have Storm Surge, 100 AP, 12 magic pin, and 5% move speed. The effects are Storm Raider, which deals 35% of a champion's, when you deal 35% of a champion's max health within 2.5 seconds, it applies Squall to them and grants 25% move speed. And Squall is after 2 seconds, you strike the target dealing whatever AP, you know, it scales with AP and level. Magic damage. And if it dies before the strike, you detonate immediately, damaging our champions around them, and grants 30 bonus gold. So this is really going to be good on burst mages and burst AP champs, just for extra burst at the end with Squall. Then we have Crypt Balloon. So this is going to be your alternative to Void Staff. It's got 70 AP, 30% magic pin, and 15 ability haste, and the effect is Life from Death. So whenever you get a takedown, within 3 seconds of damaging them, you create a Healing Nova for 50 plus 50% of your AP. So this could be good on someone that stacks a ton of AP, and probably like a Veigar. Like, could you imagine getting a takedown and you have like 1800 AP with Veigar, and so you heal everybody on your team for 900? That would be crazy. So yeah, that's the Crypt Bloom. And then the last new AP item is the Caster's Companion, which I've seen be compared to the old Ludens, which we'll get to in a minute, that has been removed. But it gives 90 AP, 600 mana, and 20 ability haste. The effects are Load, which gains a shot charge every 3 seconds up to 6 maximum, and then Fire. Damaging abilities consume all your shot charges to deal an additional, you know, AP damage, magic damage to the target, and 1 additional to nearby target per charge. So that's where it kind of is like Ludens. It adds an extra burst on your abilities. There are insufficient targets in range. For each remaining shot, repeat the damage on the primary target, dealing 35% more damage. So pretty interesting item for sure. That's the AP items. We will go ahead and move on to the armor and MR items. So for that, we have Trailblazer, which is going to be a 250 health, 40 armor, and 5% move speed with the effect of Lead the Way. While moving, gain 20 bonus movement speed. At max speed, create a trail that speeds up allies' champion move speeds by 15% of yours. Your next attack discharges the bonus move speed. Similar to Dead Man's Plates, and melee champions slow the target by 50%. So that's pretty good, especially for getting to lane. With your, if it's a support item, you know, with your ADC getting to lane or engaging on a target. Then we have Unending Despair, 400 health, 55 armor, and 10 ability haste with the effect of Anguish. Every 7 seconds while in combat with champions, deal 20 magic damage. It's based on your health and level to nearby enemy champions, healing for 250% of the damage dealt. That's actually pretty insane. Then we have Hollow Radiance, 600 health, 40 magic resist, 100% base health regen with Immolate. Taking or dealing damage causes you to begin dealing 10 magic damage based on health per second to nearby enemies. For 3 seconds, taking or dealing damage refreshes the duration of this effect, similar to Sunfire. So Desolate is killing an enemy, deals 20 magic damage in an area around them, very similar to a Tiamat when you kill something. It's like Tiamat for tanks, pretty much. And then we have whatever this item is. I don't really know what this like icon is, but it's Kanik Rukern. I don't know if this is being added in or not, or if this is like a troll thing, but it has 400 health, 80 magic resist, 150% base health regen. And it has Mage Bane. After not taking magic damage for 12 seconds, gain a magic shield for 20% of your maximum health. Last but not least, we have here the support item changes, the new items. So you basically always start with World Atlas, and it upgrades based on how you're playing to a Runic Compass. Then the Runic Compass will be upgraded into your Bounty of Worlds. And then once this is completed and upgraded, you can upgrade it into either your Celestial Opposition, Solstice Slay, Blood Song, Dreammaker, or Zazak's Realm Spike. And that's all of the new items being added in for Season 14 as of right now. And we'll go ahead and talk about the items that have been removed for this patch. So starting with the mage items, the removed items that we have so far are Crown of the Shattered Queen, Everfrost, Demonic Embrace, Night Harvester, Luden's Tempest, and the Stopwatch, and also the Stopwatch Rune as well, have all been removed from the game. For removed assassin items, we have the Duskblade of Drakkar and Prowler's Claw. For removed tank items, we have Turbo Chem Tank, Radiant Virtue, Even Shroud, and Gargoyle Stoneplate all have been removed. And then for removed enchanter items, we have the Chemtech Putrefier has been removed. And for bruiser items removed, we have Gore Drinker, Divine Sunderer, and Silvermere Dawn. And last but not least, for removed items, Marksman, we have Rage Knife and Gale Force. Yeah, so that's all of the new items added into the game for Season 14, as well as the items that have been removed. One thing I did forget to mention is there are no longer mythics in the game, so you can kind of just build whatever you want. You're not limited to only one of certain item. So yeah, I'm excited for all the changes that are coming out with this new season. If you guys are, let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, make sure you let me know in the comments below as well. And we will see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.